Good afternoon, friends. My name is Miss Alicia, and this is my special helper, Ari. Say hi, Ari.
Hi.
Today, we're going to be reading some stories to you guys, and the first story we have today is Walter the Baker.
Walter the Baker.
Walter the Baker, right? Okay.
Listen to mommy.
This story should be very interesting. Long ago, in a town encircled by a wall, lived Walter the Baker, his wife Anna, and their son Walter Jr.
Wow.
Walter the Baker was known even outside the walls of the town. He was the best baker in the whole world. Early every morning, while everyone else was still asleep, Walter began baking his breads, rolls, cookies, tarts, and pies. Do you like pies, Ari? What's your favorite dessert?
Pies.
Pies?
Yes.
Anna sold the baked goods in the store. No one could resist the warm, sweet smells drifting from Walter's bakery. People came from near and far. Sometimes we travel for our baked goods. Not that far, but we travel. The Duke and Duchess who ruled over the duchy loved Walter's sweet rolls. How do you think Walter's sweet rolls taste?
Really good.
Really good. Come over here. Every morning, Walter carried a basket full of warm sweet rolls to the castle where they lived. It must be cool to go to the Duke and Duchess's castle to drop them off some treats, right, Ari?
Yes.
Said the Duchess, spreading jelly on her roll. Ah, said the Duke, spreading honey on his. And so each day was the same as the day before, until one early morning, when Walter's cat was chasing a mouse and tipped over the can of milk. What will I do? Cried Walter. I cannot make sweet rolls without fresh milk. In desperation, Walter grabbed a pitcher of water. I hope nobody will notice the difference, he said, as he poured the water into the flour to make the dough. Sometimes when I'm making cakes, I mix up, instead of water, I use milk, or I add an extra egg. You can do a lot.
Wow.
A lot of different things, to make your treat how you want it. Now, you and I may not be able to tell the difference between a roll made with water and one made with milk, but the Duke and Duchess, especially the Duchess, could tell the difference. Ugh, cried the Duchess after she took a bite. What is this? Roared the Duke. Where is Walter the Baker? Bring him here at once. You think they know?
No.
Come here. So Walter was brought before the Duke. What do you call this? Roared the Duke. This is not a roll. This is a stone. So it must have been really hard, right? And with that, he threw it at Walter's feet. I used water instead of milk, Walter admitted, hanging his head in shame. Pack your things and leave this town, they said. Shh, I never want to see you again. My Duke, pleaded Walter. This is my home. Where will I go? Please give me one more chance. Please. That is just so crazy how they used to be able to kick somebody out of their own town. Like, where is that little boy going to go? I must banish you, said Duke. But then he remembered Walter's good rolls and how much he and the Duchess would miss them. Well, Walter, the Duke started to say. Then he thought and thought and thought some more. You can stay if you can invent a roll through which the sun rising can shine 3 times. What? And to make it more difficult, he added, it must be made from one piece of dough. And most of all, it must taste good. Now go home and bring me such a roll tomorrow morning. Poor Walter, worried and sad, he went back to his bakery. Walter worked all day and all night. He made long rolls, short rolls, round rolls, twisted rolls. He made thin rolls and he made fat rolls. And he worked some more. Walter beat, pulled, pushed, and pounded the dough. That is Araya, the baby that you guys hear in the background. She's asking for a piece of candy. Here you go. You're welcome. Let's continue our story. He could not come up with a roll that would please the Duke, but early morning, Walter had only one long piece of dough left. It's hopeless, he cried. In a sudden fit of anger, he grabbed the last piece of dough and flung it against the ceiling. Stick there, he yelled at the dough. But it didn't. It fell, twisting itself as it dropped down and plopped into a pail of water. Anna and Walter were awakened by Walter's yell and rushed into the bakery just as Walter was about to dump out the water and the twisted piece of dough. "Father, stop!" shouted Walter Jr. "Look!" And Anna quickly popped the dough into the hot oven. Soon it was brown and crisp. She took out the roll and handed it to Walter. It hadn't risen very high, but it had 3 holes.
Wow.
Walter held up the twisted roll and smiled. He saw that the morning sun was shining through 3 times. What the Duke asked for, remember?
Yes.
Walter put the roll into a basket and rushed to the castle to deliver his invention to the Duke and Duchess. And they too saw the morning sunshine through it 3 times. Then the Duke and Duchess took a small bite. Walter was afraid to look because he had no idea how it would taste.
Yeah, Mommy.
"Well done," said the Duke. "Perfect," said the Duchess. Both were glad that Walter would not have to be sent away. And Walter was happy too that he could stay. "Now, pray tell us, Walter, what do you call this?" asked the Duke. Yes, pray us tell." Walter stammered as he tried to come up with a name. "What was this? Pretzel?" said Duke. "Pretzel it shall be. From now on," he declared, "it shall be sweet rolls in the morning and pretzels in the afternoon," said the Duchess. Walter returned to his bakery and spent all day and night making pretzels. Do you like pretzels?
Yes.
I love pretzels, especially the soft pretzels from the bakery. The next morning, there were baskets of pretzels outside for the whole town to taste, and a special basket of pretzels for the Duke and Duchess, and a chair went up for Walter for the pretzel maker. And that is the end. Ari, what is your favorite treat to have after you eaten dinner? Come over here.
I would want
Something sweet.
stuffy. I would like
You know what my favorite is?
a pretzel.
I like pound cake. Pound cake is so delicious.
Wow.
So guys, that was a really good story. I'm going to choose another one and we will be back. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye. Say bye, Ari.
Bye.